What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video it's going to be a brand new edition of which is better between the green gelatinous cube and blue gelatinous cube Funko Pops from the Dungeons & Dragons lineup. So let's get right to it. So of course I have both the green and blue gelatinous cube Funko Pops, which unfortunately I do not own the glow-in-the-dark blue gelatinous cube, considering that was a con-only pop. Therefore, I would have had to travel all the way to Anaheim, California in order to pick that up. Of course, your boy DK would have never had the funds to do that. But of course, I have both of the versions of the gelatinous cubes that were made, with this one, the green one, being an Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive in 2020, and then the newer version right here being a WonderCon 2023 exclusive. So how I'm going to decide this is that I will show off the pops both in box, where I share the differences and similarities between both of the boxes, and then I will do some sort of either hand modeling or 360 rotating spins of the pops out of box and show off the little different details between both of the pops, and then determine after that which one I think is better, whether it's the green gelatinous cube Funko Pop or it's the blue gelatinous cube Funko Pop. So as terms of the box, they both have the same exact Dungeons & Dragons logo, except I believe that the green version has a bit of a darker red tone, unlike the newer one where it's a bit brighter. And then you do have the same background where it's black, and then you have part of the shading of what I believe is the dragon. There is a difference between both of these boxes in that with the 2020 green gelatinous cube is that with the art form on the bottom left, it is actually a 2D art form, while with the newer Funko Pop since I believe 2021 or 2022 that we've had 3D art renders. Unfortunately, I'm not going to judge the stickers, considering that with the green one we actually obtained one at our local GameStop with the actual con sticker, while of course at our local GameStop with the newer blue version we had obtained the shared sticker. Then with the first side profile of the box, it is the exact same background, and then of course, like I mentioned, with the gelatinous cube green version you do have the 2D art form there, while with the newer blue gelatinous cube pop you do have the 3D art form, and it actually does look like that it is a much bigger and bolder lettering for the blue gelatinous cube than it is with the green gelatinous cube. On the back of the box, it's pretty funny to see that they actually have the same exact 3 pops from the previous Dungeons & Dragons lineup of Mind Flayer, Minskin Boo, and Asmodeus, but you can tell a difference because of, once again, like I mentioned, is that with the green one you do have the 2D art form, and that's the same with the pops that are featured in the lineup, while with the backing of the blue one you do have updated 3D art renders of the 3 different pops on the back there too. And then also you do see on the bottom of the box with the newer one it does show promotion for the Funko app, but nonetheless, as terms of the backing, you still have the dragon on the back there, same as you've seen with the side. However, the green one does say collect them all in 3 different languages, while with the blue one there's none of that listed below the Dungeons & Dragons sign. And then we have the other side profile of the box, and something that I did forget to mention is how the length of these boxes are much bigger than what you normally see with regular Funko Pop boxes, which I believe, if I were to predict correctly, it is about an inch more in length for these lengths of the boxes, unlike your regular 4-inch pops, but it is still, as terms to height, form, and width, the same size as a regular Funko Pop box. And you do kind of see a bit more of a side view of the pop in box, and you can kind of see what's going on, especially with the green one. And then you see the blue one, especially a nice view of that hand sticking out of the cube. Okay, so the first one we're going to be looking at out of box is the Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive from 2020's gelatinous cube, the green one, which is a really cool pop. I mean, people who weren't really a fan of Dungeons & Dragons just really got attached to this pop because of the amount of detail and how very obscure it is to your regular Funko Pop. The thing I do like about this is the molding of like the cube kind of melting there. You can actually see the different molding there instead of just a flat piece right there, which is really awesome. And then you do see the nice popified skeleton head, and it looks like, I can't really tell, it might be missing a tooth also, which is really nice attention to detail. You look at the side here and you do see the shield in there that is partially broken there, and I think there's also something attached to the shield, or that's just something else falling. It looks like a key of some sort, which is something I never really caught before. The skeleton head does have a piece of bone there on the side of the head with a cracking right here, which is pretty cool. And then you look at the back here and you can kind of tell, once again, you got that nice molding change right here with the gelatinous cube kind of melting there, but you do get to see a bit of detail of the sword, and you can kind of tell that the skeleton head is on two clear stands, showing one right there and one right there. And then you look at the side right here, you can see a better view once again of the sword right there, that nice yellow handle with, I can't tell, I think it's supposed to be green still. I don't know if it's just because of the way that the cube is. And then there's actually something sticking out of the head right there that I didn't even really notice until taking this pop out of box now. And then once again, a bone right there. So I really like the detail of it kind of melting on this. And now we're going to be looking at the newer gelatinous cube, the blue version, which this looks really awesome. You don't get to see that much of like that melting effect on this one, unlike the other one, but the thing that I really like about this also is that you do see details of the arrow going straight through there, which is really, really cool. You see it almost piercing through the skull head. This skull head actually isn't missing any teeth. I believe all of the teeth are there. You do see the popified eyes there. And you also do see a like outfit on this, because I believe with this one it's actually a full-on skeleton body, unlike the green gelatinous cube, which was just a popified skeleton head. So you can kind of see the detail of the armor and what he was wearing, which looks to be some sort of popified owl. So I don't exactly know what that would be. Maybe it's like owl bear, that might be what it's representing. I don't exactly know. We look at the side here and you do see another, ooh, okay, so something that I should mention to everyone in case you do have this pop out of box, be careful with the arrow, because it is wobbly, since it looks like they actually put a hole in it and then put the arrow through there like that, instead of having a piece and it's all molded as one piece, which I kind of like, but I don't like at the same time. Once again, you don't get that cool molding effect on the side here and the front like you do with the green one, but you do get a nice view of that skeleton head where there once again is that cracking. The arm is right there, so the arrow is about to pierce through the skeleton arm there. You do see part of the hand, and then as you go through the back there, you do see some skeleton bones here, which could have been his legs, and you actually do see the spine right there, which is really nice attention to detail. And then in the back here, you once again see what looks to be the legs kind of detaching at this point, because I don't think that's really correct on how those bones would attach. Okay, so now looking at both of these pops side by side to determine which one I like better between the two. So of course, the one thing that I do like about the green one is that detail of like the melting effect on the front there. I think that's a really cool aspect to it, instead of just being a flat cube like that. But with the blue one, the thing that I do enjoy, of course, is the fact that you do have a hand sticking out of the front there, because it is a full body. Get that effect with the arrow, and then it's not really a like rough surface like you have here that I really enjoy. And it's really difficult to actually choose which one's my favorite, because I kind of like both of these equally, especially because in my opinion, I feel that the green as terms to an actual color overall looks much better than blue, but I know, if I'm not mistaken, Gelatinous Cube has come in different colors. I'm gonna have to go with the blue one here. I'm gonna have to say that the newer blue Gelatinous Cube is the better of the two, and I think it's because you get more out of this one than you do with the green one. Although I do like the kind of melting effect around the whole cube with that one, and you do get a little bit here, but not enough. There is way more things added to this one that would make people want to rather get this one instead of the other one, or if they missed out on the other one, they wouldn't need to get that one. They can get this one, especially when with the last one, all you got was a popified skeleton head. This time you actually get a full-on body with both the torso, the arms, and the pretty much soon-to-be detachable legs right there, with the detail of the arrow sticking in there, and you do see the nice detail of it piercing through. I still love the green one just as much as the blue one, but as terms to the actual full-on detail in choosing one of these Funko Pops, I do have to go with the blue Gelatinous Cube as the better Funko Pop for the Dungeons & Dragons lineup. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on which is better between the green and blue Gelatinous Cube Funko Pops, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.